Soldiers. Soldiers everywhere. They've turned our holy site into a slave camp. Get out of here while you still can. Dominion soldiers. They're led by General Indare, the Jade Butcher of Cormount. They forced us to dig for them, to uproot the soil. They're looking for something buried deep in the ground. One of the soldiers called it Rachin's mantle. My friend Braylor seemed really concerned. He asked me to go to Eldenroot and warn the Mages Guild. I've never seen him so worried. Braylor is near those glowing stones. Be careful!
You aren't with the pilgrims, are you? Then perhaps you can be of assistance. General Endare scours this place for Rajin's mantle, but the relic must be kept from her hands. Either she misunderstands the dangers, or she thinks they don't apply to her. I'm concerned about its misuse. Unless you're prepared to handle them correctly, relics such as these can corrode you. I would tell General Endare myself, but I don't trust her intentions. Not after she pressed these pilgrims into service. Then she's in luck. I served the 8 divines before joining the Mages Guild. I know what must be done to safely transport a relic such as Rajin's mantle. We'll just need to find it before General Endare does. The Falinesti faithful believe the Welkin stones hold the memories of the Walking City. Earlier, I heard soldiers speaking of the same stones. If you can see me past the frost trolls, perhaps we can see what the stones have to do with Rajin's mantle. Let's see what these stones reveal.
Who are you? What brings you into my home?
A simple thief of hearts, come to steal yours from this walking city.
Steal my heart or steal your loins? For your arrow looks a quiver.
Such a lowly mouth can dine anywhere, a trait we both share. What service to our palates should we conjoin in feast?
I am a married woman, so you must starve, unless you care to feast upon yourself.
There must be more to see.
I cannot sleep, and my husband will not wake. What cruel jest is this?
Say the word, Lady Nerume. I will allow you to sleep in my bed.
Scoundrel! You think to steal me from my husband? From the city I call home?
I only stole your sleep, which I gifted to your husband. His inattention must make him harder to love.
What would you know of love, monster? You have none of it, and you will have none of me.
Your protests ring hollow, Lady Nerume. We shall see how much when I steal you away from husband and home.
What else can we learn?
Come to me, my little snowbird.
What have you done? Where am I?
This vault, I built it to hold a precious treasure deep below your walking city. I will keep you safe and away from interference.
Why have you done this? Is your heart as cold as this chamber?
Your heart is cold, Lady Nerume. Warming it to Rajine's shadow will unlock the prison built of your denial.
Never. I would rather freeze until time's end than share one warm moment with you.
So be it. This vault shall forever hold your frozen heart. I leave my mantle to conceal the shame you caused me. Farewell, Nerume.
Now we know why the fallen Esti faithful were forced to dig. We should speak of this. General Endare was certain she'd find Rajine's mantle beneath the fallen Esti winter site. She made the fallen Esti faithful dig for that frozen vault. It seems they have uncovered it. And it would certainly explain the frost trolls. Perhaps Kirtor can help. The fallen Esti faithful aren't led by anyone, but after the soldiers arrived, he worked to keep tempers calm. He may know where to find the vault. Last I saw, he was in an encampment near the dig site. Mostly fallen Esti faithful with a handful of soldiers. We should avoid the site itself. The frost trolls are down there.
It's gonna tear us in half!
You travel with Braylor. He has proven himself a friend to the fallen Esti faithful. There are questions written upon your faces. What is it you seek? As was General Endare. When our digging revealed existing tunnels, she pulled us back to our camp before taking her soldiers to the dig site below. Then the frost trolls emerged from the caves. They slaughtered most soldiers left behind. It seems you diverted a frost troll from one of her soldiers. Upon reaching safety, the knowledge you seek was passed to me. She was last seen in the northernmost cave of the dig site. She pressed us into service in the search for Rajine's mantle. Initially, their treatment was harsh. But I spoke with her directly and proposed she take a lighter approach. In return, I would convince the fallen Esti faithful to assist her efforts. Yes, she saw the wisdom in my words. A reasonable request earned a reasonable response. A true shame the rest of Tamriel doesn't work like that.
Are you another soldier? Come to loose trolls upon the Valenwood? How can so many know my name after all these years? Yes, I am Nerume. I hope to stem the tide of frost trolls by sealing their egress. But ice is the only form I may take beyond the walls of my prison. Tell me why you are here. You are not the first. General Endare broke through to my prison in search of the same. I will aid you in seeking Regine's mantle, but only if you swear to free me. Regine's mantle is the key to my prison beneath the fallen Esti winter site. If I but touch its hem, it will steal all my hatred for Regine's shadow and fill the void with love. I'll make lute strings of his innards first. Only another may safely free me. A cruel and spiteful jest. There is another cave, sealed by a frost-covered door. It leads to my prison. If you swear to free me, I will allow you inside to speak of Regine's mantle. There. Come. Let us speak of Regine's mantle. This way! I'm in here! My prison holds me in complete solitude for centuries. Yet 2 visitors arrive on the same day. But we have little time. General Endare has pushed deeper into the prison. Take this ring. It's my wedding band. It's the one thing I hold dear in this wretched place. Should you bring it to the inner vault, I can join you in icy form. I'll warn you of the dangers and aid you against them. You swore you would free me! Forgive me. The promise of freedom ruins my manners. You should do what you must, and what you are willing. I will not press you to betray who you are, not on my account. General Endare's soldiers were no match for the inner vault. Step carefully.
Take it! Who are you? And why are you dragging that frost witch behind you? Out with it! You? I'm a decorated general of the Aldmeri Dominion, a hero to my people. Who better qualified to wield the power of a god? But I found Rajine's mantle. Why should Queen Irene be the one to wear it? I've been fighting since before she was born. No. You're trying to trick me. Trick the trickster god, huh? I can see through your lies. I won't give it to you or anyone. You'll fall to Rajine's shadow. You are worthy of its power.
Grab Regine's mantle so you might free me. I can't believe my eyes. You hold it in your hands. Now to break my bonds from this horrid prison. Removing Regine's mantle from the inner vault weakened the magic of the prison. Now you must break it, once and for all. Regine's mantle is a slippery thing, especially with enchantments that bind its bearer. Place it upon the brazier at the heart of this room, and it will smother the curse upon me. Have no fear. The relic will come to no harm. Soon I'll leave this place and return to my home. I'd nearly lost all hope.
Lady Nehrume, you denied my love, and now I deny your journey home. If you beg my forgiveness, convincingly, I'll return the walking city from where I stole it.
What? He took the walking city? He took my home? Or is this another of his lies? What else can I do but seek my home? But everything is so different now. General Indare mentioned an Aldmeri Dominion, yet I don't know what that means. Without someone to guide me, I may as well prostrate myself before Regine's shadow. Truly? Then I must find this Braylor and see what he knows of Fallen Esti. I should seek him out, and see the sky again with my own eyes.
You say the frost trolls surrounded your Forgive me for stating the obvious, but you're alive! We heard some terrible noises in the caves below. What happened? And you freed Lady Nehrume! She's quite agreeable, and could prove to be a living repository of knowledge regarding the walking city. I hope General Indare didn't give you any trouble. I see. I don't know why she did all of this, but she was once a hero. I can't imagine her soldiers will take it well. But as you see, such relics are dangerous. I can deliver it to the Elden Root Mages Guild where its powers can be contained. I'll alert the Aldmeri Embassy when I've returned to Elden Root. Once I have it at the Mages Guild, I'll see if I can discern a safer way to handle it during a ratification ceremony. Excellent. I can't bear to think of the outcome had you not been here. But no matter. Lady Nerume and I will return to Elden Root as soon as it's safe.
Hold your tongue, High Elf. King Camoran didn't need Queen Irene's help. Never asked for it, in fact.
If Queen Irene hadn't saved your hides at Cormount, you would have lost the Civil War. You lot owe your lives and your allegiance to the Aldmeri.
You haughty High Elf bastard. The Wood Elves don't owe allegiance to anyone. Least of all, finely bred fools such as yourself. What do you think? I can't speak to this High Elf bastard any longer. He's so well educated and wise that he can barely function. This High Elf thinks that his people rule over me. The Wood Elves follow King Camoran, not some High Elf queen. Am I right? I suppose you have a point. Irene rules over all elves, equally. Perhaps helping us was less an imposition on us and more her duty. It was your queen's duty to protect us, High Elf.
If that's
All
what you
of
want
us.
to believe,
It doesn't mean
Wood
your
Elf.
people can lord over the Bosmer.
You and that Wood Elf can lie to yourselves, but the Aldmeri have a place above all others. It's not a judgment, simply a matter of fact. Our knowledge and contributions to history ensure this. That Wood Elf needs to learn his place.
Yeah, let's go fast.
So much to report, I don't know what... A fellow seeker of knowledge. I can tell by the glint in your eye. The Reliquary of Stars is a marvelous find, is it not? Why, it recently came alive. Though perhaps awake is the more appropriate word. One of my fellow Mages Guild scholars leads the excavation if you care to learn more. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Lara Nalda or her assistants in quite some time. Suppose it's a bit troubling. Say, would you happen to be headed into the ruins? I have this report to finish, but if you could check on Lara Nalda, it'd set my mind at ease. I'd love to chat more, but I really must finish this report. My fellows in the Elden Root Mages Guild are chomping at the bit to learn more of our findings.
If you're trying to sneak up on me, you have some competition. These flying books can be maddeningly silent when they want to be. Sometimes in pairs. They slam shut on your ear tips, then flutter off. It seems half the library has tormented us since we tripped the wards. I've been trying to settle things down, but it's slow going without my assistance. Tedrini headed to explore the Flesh Gardens. Once the wards broke, I sent Behilir to fetch him. Neither returned. Mages Guild protocol says I should remain in place until aid arrives. I'm hoping that's you. Do be careful out there. These books are harmless enough, but they aren't the only things flitting about in the dark. Do be careful. Everything was quiet when we arrived, but bones and...
Another petitioner, so soon after the other. If it would hold still. So many fleshlings running through the halls, such obstreperous creatures. You seem a fine specimen. I don't think I have one of your kind in my garden. Oh, and it speaks. I just finished a Tedrini. Some of my finest work between you and me, though you couldn't possibly appreciate the detail. Why, you need to entertain me. There are a variety of chests throughout the gardens. I placed your friend's soul in one of them. See if you find it before my posing retinue tears you to pieces.
You perfidious slime! You'll rule the... What? You're not... And I'm... What happened? Ukezi. Why does that name sound familiar? Perhaps... No, I've lost it. Wait! Where is Lara Nalda? Good. That's good. Then it hasn't been too long. I really should head back, get my bearings. Don't worry about me. I know the way back. Wasn't he back at the camp? I suppose Lara Nalda would know where he's off to. Always getting lost, that one.
Hello? You aren't an illusion, are you? Thank the stars! You have to get me out of here! It seems I set off an ancient trap, but I think I've determined how those strange lights channel their energy, and how to turn it against them. Once trapped, strange creatures covered in eyes and tentacles descended from above. They reinforced the sconces with foul magic from their largest eyes. Those eyes are key. Extract one and use it to refocus the lights. It should break the binding. I don't know. Daedra, I expect? The horrors of Oblivion aren't my specialty. You'll know those floating beasts if you see them. They have many tentacles and seem quite nimble, like netches but covered in eyeballs. Blasted Xarxus! No, I shouldn't have. Oh, another one. Oh, my arms. I thought they were going to fall off. I'm glad the eyeball was worth it. So good when a theory works in practice, you know? I was certain it was a good theory. All part of the scholarly process, my friend. But never mind that. I should thank you for your timely rescue. I'll head back to our camp. I cannot wait to tell Rinaldo what happened here.
Ah, good. Everyone back in one place. I was beginning to worry. And not a moment too soon. I managed to subdue one of the tomes. It's proven most enlightening. The Reliquary of Stars was created to preserve knowledge. This we already knew. But the book speaks of a deeper level, closed off from the rest of the ruin. I suspected the Heart of an Umbral was hidden somewhere in the ruin, and now I know where. If this description is accurate, the entrance lies somewhere in the Hall of Might. But there's something else. Would you come with me? Thank you. Tedrini has behaved quite erratically since his return. This should be far enough. When you went searching for my assistance, did you see anyone else? Anyone intelligent, I mean. Spectres don't count. Damn. That's what I was afraid of. The book mentions her specifically, some sort of caretaker. Her specialty was... well, there's no easy way around it. She controlled the minds of others. It seems even the Aliads feared her. Maybe. Tedrini hasn't been the same since he returned. He's normally so enthusiastic about his studies, but he's withdrawn into himself. It's downright unsettling watching him suffer like this. I'd like to run some simple tests for signs of Daedric influence. While I do so, would you bring Behilir with you to search the Hall of Might? I suspect the heart of Enumera lays within its walls. Wonderful. If this tome is correct, there's a passageway hidden in the library. I'm sure you and Behilir will find it.
I heard my name. What do you need?
Behilir, our friend needs your help in the Hall of Might.
The Hall of Might? So you think we found it? Incinerate! Why won't they leave us alone? Good work there. This looks promising. Let's start searching. Over here! There's a draft coming from this bookcase. Numeril. I never thought I'd hold it.
In my own two hands. Well, puppet hands count as my hands. The power. It's exquisite. And I have you to thank. And now, I really must take this Behilir puppet for a stroll. Let's see how fast it can run. I don't have time for this. This really is too easy.
Behilir, what are you doing? What happened? Why did Behilir sound so strange? Behilir suggested Tedrini was under her control. A ruse, and one I should have seen. But if Ukezi has the heart of Enumeril, she can use it to restore her spirit to her body. We have to get it back. Through the door. We've never been able to open it, and I don't know where it leads. Quickly, after her. I'll attempt to restore the wards here, should you fail. We can't allow a Daedra to wreak havoc with the heart of Enumeril.
Where is that ugly thing? It should be here.
You! I hadn't thought you'd make it out alive. Ukezi must have been formidable alone. With the heart of a Numeril in her hands, I can hardly imagine. You do have it, don't you? Wonderful! When all the flying books fell, I knew it had left the ruins. I'll return it to the Eldenroot Mages Guild, per our agreement with the king. We won't need to worry about Daedra finding it there. Very well. So they're really going through with it, are they? I'd pay my weight in gold to see the orrery working. I'll personally ensure it reaches there without further trouble, don't you fear. After I return it to the orrery, perhaps I can research its properties once the ceremony is complete. If the Queen allows, of course. I'm not one to stand in the way of royalty.
Here, you can get a view of majestic Eldenroot in all its splendor.
Over here. I just need a moment of your time.
You have done what has not been done in centuries. All the parts of the orrery have been placed within the chamber, and Dareneth awaits us below. I must admit to being more than a little excited. I've never seen the orrery operational. Not much. You've done extraordinary work, and just in time for Queen Iren's arrival. Imagine the chance to see the orrery operate. Conservator Dareneth is preparing Queen Iren as we speak. We should really head in there and get started. The ratification ceremony isn't going to perform itself after all. And from what I understand, Conservator Dareneth wanted to speak with you personally.
Preposterous! I'm an Aldmeri vice-reeve, an assistant to Prince Naemon himself. Why am I barred from the ceremony?
Little brother, you shouldn't be here for this. Dareneth warned us of the dangers.
I'll make sure everyone clears out, as you requested. But you don't need to be here, Your Highness.
I used to sneak in here as a child.
Strange to see you after South Point. Not bad, just strange. But no matter. I can hardly believe we're about to breathe some life into this old girl. And before you ask, yes, I'm speaking of the orrery. Almost. You recovered the pieces needed for the orrery's activation, so it's only fair you're here to put them in place. So, I should be the one to ask. Are you ready? Good. The first thing you'll need is to take up Rachin's mantle. A god's hands move the orrery, goes the translation. But that's a load of boar slop. You simply need to be in 3 places at once. Rachin's mantle should allow for that. Approach the pillars beyond the orrery itself. You must activate each in turn while keeping one thought in mind. When you wear Rachin's mantle, you'll never be held in place. From what I understand, it should do the rest.
So, this pile of moss and rubble determines the next emperor?
The orrery is ancient.
Nearly there, Your Majesties, Your Highness. That's it! It's working! It's actually working! Here, take hold of the heart of a numeral. Place it in the pillar next to our royal observers. That should do it. Awaken the orrery, whatever that truly means, but have no fear. This contrivance allows me to manipulate its energies. This means I can keep Queen Irene safe when she steps inside. Now go, place the heart of a numeral. Let's see what all the fuss is about.
And now the Ayleid death trap will tell us if we have an emperor in our midst. Truly a momentous day.
Naaman, now is not the time.
Irene, there's always time to protect you from yourself. For how could I let you risk your life in this contraption without testing it first, dear sister?
You wear Rotchine's mantle. You'll never be held in place.
It's incredible! I can see the white gold tower! No! What's happening to me?
You tricked me, sister! It's your fault! Let him in! All of you! I'll kill you all! The tower! It's fading!
Naaman, what were you thinking? Why? What? No, Why would Naaman do this? I made him a part of what we were building. Tried to show him this is about more than just our people. I would have all of Tamriel be our people. What the legend says. It revealed the person within. As it will do to me. Do you think I have a choice in this? I will enter the orrery, as I swore to the people of the Aldmeri Dominion. I must learn whether I'm fit to lead them. And if I'm not, if I'm changed, as my brother was, I can't become a danger to the people I've sworn to lead. Do you understand me? I must not delay. I'm myself, aren't I? A dominion of peace. The fair and just rule of Tamriel, beneath an Aldmeri banner. A future I hope to build. And you, standing at my side. Come, help me build the future. I don't intend to tell anyone what my brother did. As far as I'm concerned, he died trying to help me, not usurp my throne.
We heard sounds of battle. What happened?
There was an accident. My brother gave his life to protect us. He died a hero.
I don't...
I will soon go to Marbrook. Vicereeve Peladil, I want you to travel ahead with my brother's body. You will make the funeral arrangements.
Yes. Yes, Your Majesty. I understand.
Spare no expense for his funeral. All in the Dominion are welcome. All may pay their respects to a hero. I don't intend to tell any the staff of Magnus. A powerful object with the ability to suppress magic. Dangerous were it to fall into the wrong hands. Luckily, we already possess it. Go to Marbrook in Eastern Greenshade. Speak to Captain Sarandel.
Is this really happening?
I don't know what you mean.
You must have seen. You arrived near the end of it.
Ooh, got to be something good.
Go away.
Fate summons you, champion. Will you answer its call? Greetings, champion. Laramil the Wise sent me to find you on behalf of...
Orcsome? I don't guess you've run into a big, lumbering brute of an orc in your travels. Named Storg. Was a friend of mine. Emphasis on the was. I'm in a pile of trouble because of him. Maybe you've heard of the Rite of Theft, a Wood Elf tradition. If you pull off a particularly clever theft, you can demand payment from the owner for their things. Well, I stole this Tree Thane's bow, and then Storg stole the bow from me. The Tree Thane wants his bow back, and if I can't give it to him, he's going to have me hauled in and whipped. Last I heard, Storg was headed toward Vine Death Cave. The Tree Thane won't let me leave town. Could you look for Storg?
worshipped only her ceiling.
A common misconception, and there are many who do. Fortunately, the practice seems to have...
Ifray, a singer, a storyteller.
Nothing good happens in here. I can tell.
You actually got the bow. Incredible. Did Storg give you much trouble? Vine Death Cave remains true to its name then. I'm sorry to hear it. Storg might have been a dunderheaded double-crosser, but he was still my friend. I figure I owe you what the Tree Thane paid me for the bow. Some thief I turned out to be, eh?
My husband, Ninglanel, went for a walk yesterday morning. Said he wanted to get away from the squabbling at Eldenroot. He hasn't come back. I went looking for him this morning with our dog, and now my dog has wandered off. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. The last place I saw our dog eat was near the fork in the road that leads to Cormount, just west of here. Take this whistle. Use it when you get to the fork in the road. I'll wait here in case he comes home.
Spirit of the trees, who taught us both what it is to be a tree and how to sing the tree's own song.
Ironic. Huh. We come back to my homeland and I'm the one that falls into a ravine. I used to scale these rocks like they were stairs. I guess none of us are immune to the ravages of time. Just give me a second and I'll head back home. I knew Eat wouldn't leave me here to rot. Ms. Zahabi will be worried sick. Thank you.
I helped.
Excuse me. Did you know my husband? Excuse me. Did you know my husband? Excuse me. Did you know my husband? What brings you to my husband's grave? I don't think we ever met. My husband was a guard for a merchant caravan. One day, he found a magic amulet on a dead man laying in the road. Almost overnight, he became despondent, and when he spoke, he would only talk about the bandits he had killed while defending the caravan. No, nothing worked. I even paid to have the origin of the amulet divined, and learned it was crafted in Cormount. Surprisingly, my husband volunteered to go, but he was found dead not far from town the next day, and the amulet was gone. If you have the amulet, I suggest you find a way to be rid of it as soon as possible, before you lose the will to even try.
Your travels through Grahtwood have need of your particular talents.
One of my favorite things about Grahtwood is the way the stars look through the tree canopy. It really is quite lovely. But I'm letting myself grow distracted. How may I help you? There's really only Rondrin, but he's been retired for a while now.
If you are looking for custom jewelry, you should know I'm retired. My amulet! Tell me! Did it do its work? Did the Argonians suffer? The brigand who killed my son! It took all my resources to make that amulet and track him down. You see, I'm not a strong or violent man, but I do know my craft. That amulet is my masterpiece. It magnifies the guilt of taking a life, slowly overwhelming the wearer with grief until he takes his own life. It's a little bit of poetry, if I do say so myself. Although it's been so long, I was beginning to doubt it worked. What? That can't be! You're lying! The Argonian sent you, didn't he? He's not dead at all, is he? This isn't right. This person obviously did not deserve to die. What have I done? Give me the amulet. I made it impossible to give away, but I created it, so you should be able to give it to me. I thank you for bringing me closure on my son's killer. It's my turn to wear the amulet now. If anyone is guilty, I created this abominable object. It's only fitting that I am destroyed by it. Oh, gods! How was I so blind? My revenge only brought more pain into the world. I guess death is a poor substitute for justice, after all. All right, I must end this diseased cycle. I must destroy the amulet. Again! It is done. No one shall ever suffer at the hands of this accursed creation again. No one else should suffer my folly. Thank you, and please take this for your troubles. You look like someone who seeks... What could be holding up that shipment? This is terrible for business, just terrible. It's simple, really. I need someone to travel to Redford Trading Post and inquire about my lost shipment with Arana Kane, the customs clerk. It's incredibly late, and the alchemist that ordered it is not the most patient of clients. Grand! If you could, pick up the shipment and bring it back to me. I'd go myself, but Arana Kane and I, well, we're not on the best of terms. A misunderstanding, but hazardous to my health. Tell her you're there for Tree Shade Imports. The customs clerk in Redford Trading Post should be able to help you locate my shipment. The client is not a patient woman, so do hurry.
Search my packs. You will find nothing. This one is innocent. Tell her, Gobani. Ah, such a shameful misunderstanding. Please, tell this guard you saw the thief that ran through here. You wouldn't want to see an innocent Khajiit spend the night in the stocks. This honorable and, if I may say so, very sleek guard has mistaken me for a common sugar thief. Please, help me clear up this misunderstanding. Hush, Gobani. If you don't have anything constructive to say, don't say anything.
Surely this scoundrel is lying. I chased him here on my own 2 legs. He was only out of sight for a flick of the tail. The blades of Mephala, eh? Such a vivid image. He must be very strong to run so fast, with all those satchels weighing him down. There must be a month's supply of moon sugar in each. Did you see where the thief went? Well, I guess there's nothing Jode's chariot can do about it now. That moon sugar will be all over town by nightfall. Shanra will not be happy. Thank you anyway.
Thank you for playing along. You see, Gobani? This is what true friendship is. Not standing like a drooling statue as your only friend is hauled away like so many sacks of grain. Steal. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Let's say I circumvented the market. I found the price the merchant was charging unacceptable, so I set my own. What does the merchant have to complain about? His belly is full. If they are not fed, Gobani and her sisters become most unruly. Were it not for the hollow moon, they would have eaten me whole when I arrived in Redfur. Some call them thieves, but that's such an impolite term. The hollow moon's work is charitable by nature. They procure things for people who can't afford them, yes? Here, take this token to the ruined temple and see for yourself. Gobani and I know when we have outstayed our welcome, yes? A night in the stocks might not be as bad as losing a paw, but all the same.
Pardon my saying so, but you were obviously doing well for yourself. What brought you here? I'm surprised he had one left to hand out. Apologies, I should explain. Our agents give these to the infirm, so their need is not questioned when they petition us for aid. Cindertail was very liberal with his tokens. We thought his Sench tigers would be useful to have around, guard duty and such, but between his tiger's sugar habit and his handing out hollow moon tokens like candy, he practically emptied out our stores. Can you lift coin from a rich man's pocket without getting your hand stuck in it? Then talk to Valir upstairs. He might have something for you.
Vadi sent you? She thinks perhaps you can do work for us. Who are you to know so little, yet offer so much? Maybe you are less interested when you hear what we do? You are familiar with the custom of property ownership, yes? I have a thing. It is mine. You take it, it is still mine, yes? Why? Because I did not give it to you. And if you are starving, and use what you took to feed your belly, is it still mine? No. Whatever you stole, food, money to buy food, silks to trade for food, it is inconsequential next to saving you from death. You think we should work for our bread, yes? But many can't work. They're injured, sick, or just too hungry. The Hollow Moon gives them what they need. Perhaps we're wrong to steal, but if the world were a more virtuous place, we wouldn't need to. Many of them appreciate what we do. Sometimes a merchant falls on hard times. His stock is poor, or the price of sugar is too high. Then he needs us too, yes? But what about you? Are you still interested in helping the Hollow Moon? Of course, of course. Now, I was hoping you could assist me with a rather delicate matter that has presented itself. Shanra, leader of the merchants here, has threatened to call in the Thalmor. This is a problem. Jode's chariot understands that we provide a valuable service. The Thalmor is unlikely to agree. We need to change Shanra's mind. This place was not always a trading post. It was built upon a tomb, whose gauntlet of traps have kept it sealed for generations. If the stories are true, it holds untold riches. We can use them to persuade Shanra to leave us be. There lies the trouble, yes? The only known entrance to the tomb is within Jode's Hall. The place is teeming with guards. We will need their cooperation to gain entry to the tomb. Go to Jode's Hall and speak to Tulaira. If I am right, she is no happier about Shanra's decision than we are. Once you are inside, you must retrieve what treasure you can and return to me here. Thank you, my friend. While many have attempted the tomb's gauntlet of traps, none have returned to tell the tale. There are many dangers ahead of you. Be careful.
Welcome to Redford Trading Post. How can I assist you with your import and export needs? I can track it down for you. What was its intended destination? You're working for that skeever in Thoras? The last shipment he brought through from Cyrodiil was rotting minotaur heads. The wagon stunk so badly we had to burn it. You know, I should toss his shipments on arrival. I'm not interested in whatever shady deal you have with Thoras. If you want the crate, go take it. But he already paid for its transport, and that won't be refunded since we had to charge an infestation fee. Out in the back with other impounded shipments waiting to be destroyed. Tell Thoras that the next time he brings in a shipment from Stonefalls, he better have it inspected before it arrives in our trading post. If the shipment isn't destroyed already, it'll be in a pile near the waterfall.
Did you hear? Rajine's mantle was discovered at the Fallen Esti winter site.
Rajine's mantle?
She's waiting.
General Endari has another feather in her cap.
I'm sorry, we can't chat for long. I'm waiting for someone. Really? Then you must be the newcomer everyone's talking about. Impressive work. Tell me, were you telling the truth about Cindertail, or were you just covering for one of your fellows? Truly, I wonder if I can take your word for that. An honest thief seems a contradiction of terms. No matter. Tell me, why have you come? Is he mad? Why would he ask for such a thing? He knows the danger. Yes, I see. The treasure of Anabi could certainly be persuasive. It may be our only chance of keeping the Thalmor out of our affairs. I'll give you the key, but please, be careful. I don't want your death on my hands.
They've gone to see Shamra. If you hurry, you might catch them.
Tulara and Valier working together. Punabi, did you ever think we would see this day?
No, Shandra.
Come now, smile. Only good can come of such an auspicious alliance.
You are wise to say so, Shandra.
Such flattery. Tell me, why have you called me here?
We have a gift for you, Chandra. To show our appreciation and solidify our friendship. And I believe it has just arrived.
Chandra is honored. Tell me, what have you brought? Spices? Gemstones, perhaps? Wherever did you get this marvelous gem? Legend has it that Joan was struck by a bolt of light. For but a second, she turned from her twin, and overtaken by sadness, shed a single tear. Jode brushed it from her cheek, and it fell to the desert below. Joan's tear, such a beautiful gem. Of course not. A fanciful tale. This jewel was cut from a Varla stone by Azesas, greatest jeweler of the First Era. But it's a good story, isn't it? And will fetch a fine price. You do your friends credit. Such a prize deserves a fine reward. I thought you might have something in mind, seeing as you went through all the trouble of procuring this precious jewel. Name your price. Ah, clever and loyal. A rare combination. Very well. I prefer not to have the Thalmor looking over my shoulder anyhow. Instead, we will invest in Jode's chariot. Our coffers still need guarding, yes? As the hollow moon waxes, it is only fair that we balance the scales. We will invest significant capital in bolstering our esteemed protectors. Otherwise, we might find ourselves waiting in one of Valir's famous lines, no?
My good friend, you have done so much for us and asked so little in return. If all my agents were so skilled and selfless, we might bring our services to the world. With Shanra appeased, we will continue to do what we do best. While I am sure Jode's chariot will try to stop us, they will never blot us out entirely, no? Thank you, my friend. We would not be here without your help.
Don't lie, Catman. I saw you eat that flower. I can't let you harm this forest without...
My trusty courier! Did you have an exciting trip? Was it the import taxes again? I thought I paid those weeks ago. I was hoping that would hasten the process. My client is not exactly a patient woman, and I do not wish to upset her. Kwama? No, this is no good. I don't need that here with all my other fragile shipments. Look, can you run this out to Alex right away? She'll have your payment. And try not to stare at her. She's easily distracted.
Oh, good. I didn't want to walk.
Don't lie, Catman. I saw you eat that flower. I can't let you harm this forest without...
You reek of Kwama juices. Why don't you come inside and spend some time with your Granny Alex? I'll have a hearty, chunky brain stew ready soon. Or do you like it spongy and raw? What? Oh, from that netch scab in Thoris? It's late. It's so very late. I've resorted to eating troll brains and maggot soup, and my potions have lost their delectable fetid flavor already. Of course I want it. Just pour it in the stew there, and if anything escapes, feel free to gobble it up as a tip. If you want, you can spend time with your old Granny Alex while the eggs pop and ooze into the sauce. You didn't drop a single one. I'm impressed. Come to think of it, I have been needing an apprentice. Huh? Don't care to keep company with your old Granny Alex? Or is it the smell of the boiling Kwama? A little too heady for your delicate sensibilities? Oh well, I'll enjoy it all for myself. I always do. Why are you still here? You like what you see, hmm? Want to spend time with your old Granny Alex, eh?
Want to walk.
The wood weeps. Can you hear it too? Is that why you've come? They say all wounds heal in time. This is true, even for the Veiling Wood.
Yet some wounds are more grievous than others, and if left to fester, can only bring death. The ruin of Gilvardel suffered so, and the mark left behind is one of rot and decay. Each day I carry a vessel of the waters blessed in this shrine, and feed it into that which flows into the darkened vale. Its strength will remind the earth what it once was. But my body grows weak with age, even if my resolve holds. Will you help me? Thank you. Take this vial and fill it with the waters from this basin. The water must be taken by the one who carries it. With that done, make for the falls that feed into Gilvardel and pour the water at each crest. Nature will do the rest. My son Earthenor helps me tend the shrine here, but he is young and has a young one's whim. More interested in chasing girls and hunting beasts than the worries of an old one like me. Yet his heart is kind and he is dear to me. I do not blame him.
Stranger, who are you? Where is my mother? She always brings the water to these falls. Oh, I see. My apologies then. She had been after me to aid her, but I saw it as her usual nagging. Maybe she really does need someone. I should go and see her. You have my thanks for the kindness you showed. I'll tell her you kept your word.
You're looking especially strong lately. I like it.
Brackenleaf Spryers built this shrine, as tribute to the animals of Grahtwood. We're hunters who seek balance in all things. Most of us are wood elves native to Grahtwood, but any who wish to learn the ways of the forest can undertake our trials and join our ranks, assuming they survive. Brackenleaf Spry has built this shrine as tribute to the animals of Grahtwood. We're hunters who seek balance in all things. Most of us are wood elves native to Grahtwood, but any who wish to learn the ways of the forest can undertake our trials and join our ranks, assuming they survive. Within Brackenleaf's forest, just outside of Haven, bordered by the long coast, our leader's name is Glarus. If you choose to seek her out, do yourself a favor. Be respectful, and she'll do the same for you.
Amazing! I love harvesting runestones.
Who are you? What do you seek? It's Gerwe Ruin's duty to send those who measure up to our standards. She doesn't take her task lightly. Know that this is Brackenleaf's forest and we are his briars. If you want to join us, you'll need to pay your respects. Brackenleaf is one of the first trees of Grahtwood planted by Ephraim herself. Know that this is Brackenleaf's forest and we are his briars. If you want to join us, you'll need to pay your respects.
Oh, a Dominion soldier. Can you help me? My friend Feralian has gone missing, and I'm worried he got himself into trouble inside the cave to the north. It's my fault. I was going on and on about a silk dress I saw on a high elf in Elden route the other day. Feralian swore he'd get me the dress. I didn't think he'd venture into a cave full of spiders to do it. I think Feralian hoped to gather their silk to make the dress. Foolish elf. There are stories about a spider the size of a bear and twice as fierce that makes its home there. Oh gods, if something happened to him. Please, look for Feralian in the cave to the north, but be careful. I couldn't bear it if something happened to you too.
us food for sure. Thank you. We should get out of here while we can. Thanks, friend. I was this close to becoming those spiders' next meal. At least I managed to gather some silk for Mendil. She'll have her dress yet. She deserves it. I wish there was something I could give you by way of gratitude, but I'm an elf of little means, and this pittance is all I have. It'll have to be enough. Thank you.
Doing something with magic here?
Stop! Before you enter this village, a word with you. This is Brackenleaf's forest you're entering. Pick no fights and respect the shrines, and you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Otherwise, you'll learn quick enough why they call us Brackenleaf's Briars. It's one of the first trees of Grahtwood, or so they say. When Ifrit told the tale that created the world, she planted her words in the ground, and there grew Brackenleaf. The Briars protect his art and study the art of the hunt beside his roots. We turn no one away from trying, but it's no easy task. Staunch warriors and adept mages alike have faltered in the quest. You must become a fearsome hunter, willing to give your life to protect Brackenleaf. Our leader Glaris can tell you more. Glaris has been one of Brackenleaf's Briars longer than any of us. She meditates in a tree home among the trophies of past hunts.
Big mixer.
Did you notice the tiger skulls on my wall? They belong to a Sench couple who stocked Kanathi. Took me the better part of the year to track them. Tell me, stranger, have you ever seen tigers of such size? I can. I've been leader for the Briars for close to 50 years now. We are hunters, blessed by the great tree Brackenleaf with a deep knowledge of the forest and its creatures. In return, we protect Brackenleaf against an enemy called the Outsider. The Outsider is the deathless enemy of the Brackenleaf. It returns again and again.
Smell that? The air here. It's almost sweet. Be wary. There are vampires about, and that smell means they're on the prowl. It's best you didn't wander alone. Sabon. I lead a small band of vampire hunters. We heard rumors of an infestation of the feral monsters in this region, but we didn't realize just how bad it was until we arrived. A powerful vampire lord and his clan are terrorizing the region. We are going to kill as many of them as we can, until they overtake us, or we've wiped them out. You look like you can hold your own in a fight. We can always use more help if you're interested. Good. 4 hunters is better than 3 any day. Closer than you might think. You want to meet them? Zungard, Agalir, come meet our new friend.
No need to shout, Subon. A new recruit, eh? I hope you can keep pace. The blood will run fast and thick when the vampires attack, and I can't watch your back and mine. Gods, I hope so. But don't let Agalir hear me say it. Superstitious Redguard. I say you don't become a vampire hunter if you don't like taking risks. The more they fight, the more fun it is.
Are you ready to take the sword to these aberrations? Oblivion's own children. That's all I need to know. Anyone who tries to harm us will answer to my blade.
Looks like you've made your introductions. Time to get to work. All right. Pay close attention. I'll try to be brief, but if we don't all focus on doing our job, we're as good as dead. The vampires in this area are controlled by a single powerful vampire lord. He likely sired most of them himself. Take this bloodstone. Don't lose it. It has the power to turn water to blood and whip up a ferocious hunger in the most sated vampire. When the time is right, we're going to use it to lure the vampire lord out of his hidey hole. Listen closely. This is the plan. We're going to lay a trap in the abandoned village up the hill. Zungarg, you guard the west gate.
No one's getting by me.
Agalir, you're on the ridge by the east gate.
May the divines guide my bow.
I'll take the north. Our new friend will use the bloodstone to lay the bait in the well at the center of town.
I love this part.
Drop the bloodstone into the well. Blood will spout forth, and it'll draw the vampires out of hiding. We'll be waiting to cut them down. The vampire lord won't sit by while we thin his flock. If you see him, whistle. If everyone's ready, let's get into position.
Whoever kills the fewest bloodsuckers buys the drinks.
Don't joke, lest the divines punish your frivolity.
something in the old smithy. Stay sharp. I could kill these things all day. They are swarming out of the longhouse. Stand firm! That's the last of them. Good work. Damn it! What went wrong? The Vampire Lord should have appeared by now. Where are Zungarg and Agalir? Everyone was in their places. The plan was working perfectly. This doesn't bode well. I'll go west and see if I can find Zungarg. You go to the East Gate and look for Agalir. But keep your... Oh no! Not Agalir! No. Not Agalir! I'm such a fool. Clearly the Vampire Lord saw through our trap. Agalir's death is on my head. No. No body either. That's no comfort. When dealing with vampires, the lack of a body usually only means one thing. I pray I'm wrong. We need to keep looking for Zungarg. And if he's... Oh, praise Stendar! There he is! I never thought I'd be so happy to see that stupid orc in all my days.
I followed the Vampire Lord right to his lair. It's in the cave, north of town.
Quick, follow him! Slay the Vampire Lord! For Agalir! Pay for this vampire scum! Meet me outside. I need to get out of here. So that's it then. The Vampire Lord is dead, as are Zungarg and Agalir. I've lost partners before, but you never get used to it. I feel responsible. I'll bury my friends. Then, I suppose I'll seek out more companions in the next vampire lair. I can't rest until this scourge is wiped from Tamriel. Zungarg and Agalir felt the same. Thank you for your help, friend.
something before you fall over.
Fate summons you, champion. Will you answer its call?
This one never trusted Ambassador Tarimwe. At least we'll have an embassy in Eldenroot.
I came up with the...
What's going on? Sure, I guess. Anything specific. Traveling with you is a good time. Better than sitting around reading books. Hey, you. Everything all right?
You're no bandit. Watch where you step. Bandit corpses get a little mushy. Bandits, running themselves onto our swords, drove them off for now. Thing is, there are far more bandits than we have swords. With so many afflicted by the curse, we can't hunt them down and kill them in their beds. Magical sickness? Shaman Bogum handles all that. Me, I guard the gate. Know anything about stopping curses? Head inside. Shaman said he needs another set of hands. On top of it all, here you are.
Yes, I'll have the poultice ready in a moment. Wait, who are you? Curse? No, no. My bloodkin are loyal to the last, but at times they're thicker than troll dung. It's clearly poison, though how it affected so many is indeed curious. Why do you ask? Then here, take this list. Everyone who fell ill had 3 similarities. They ate food cooked in the same pot, drank water from the same well, and wore clothes washed in the same stream. Bring a sample from each. We'll find the source of the poison. I've dealt with sickness, broken bones, and plague. This is poison, I have no doubt. Symptoms are very similar to bites from the spiders in our tin mine. I'm thankful none have died, but it's damn inconvenient. The bandit attacks are relentless. I won't know anything for certain until I get those samples.
You better not be bringing more trouble.
I'll be at this a while.
I could just spit.
Have you collected everything on the list? Good. This should only take a few moments. Clothes are fine. The poison wasn't in the stream. The meat is cooked past the point of edibility, but no poison. If it's not in the well water, we'll need to rethink this. Wait, do you smell that? Ha-ha, that's it! The poison was in the well water. Even better, I know exactly what kind it is. Spider venom. Enough to incapacitate, but not kill. Odd. Mingling with water in such a fashion would require a variety of alchemical compounds to dilute the venom. I'm saying it's odd, that's all. What's important now is the antidote. The venom is common to the spiders infesting our tin mine, but I'll need a concentrated amount. Look for broodmothers. Their venom sacs are potent and durable enough not to pop when you smash the filthy creatures. They hate the light, so you'll need to search the deepest parts of the mine.
You'd better be worth my time.
You, outsider, bandit! Bandits rushed the gates and scaled the walls. There's not enough of us to drive them back. Broken arm, it's nothing. Stand with us! Drive these bandits into the mud! What is it?
I don't hear the sounds of battle. Are the bandits driven off? Then I'll distill an antidote immediately. With so many poisoned, we couldn't have repelled the bandits without your help. Someone deliberately poisoned our strongholds well. The sickness began the day of the bandits' first attack. It couldn't have been them, not directly. You should speak with Moramat, one of Chief Dushkel's wives. She's tended the chief since he fell ill. You've shown you stand with the stronghold, and for that, you'll remain welcome. But if you wish to stop the poisoner, you'll need her approval, or the others won't help.
You've proven yourself bloodkith to our stronghold. If any here would call you outsider, you are welcome to answer with the back of your hand. Now, what is it you need? Yes, he convinced me there was never a curse. Know that while Chief Dushkel remains ill, I speak on his behalf. I'm his hearthwife, and I say the poisoner must be brought to justice. The sickness happened before the first bandit attack. None are missing from the stronghold. The poisoner must be among us. Can't be any of the victims. There are unpleasant symptoms. Very unpleasant. Speak with the unafflicted. Find out where they were the night before the sickness began. Return to me with their tales, and we can find the lies within them.
What?
Ah, the hero. It's shameful for the raiders to do such a thing. They must have dropped the poison in the well during one of their attacks. Checking and oiling weapons in the Longhouse? Bad for the bandits when they attacked. Still didn't keep them from poisoning the well.
The sound of a hammer on iron is a beautiful thing to hear, whether in battle or at the forge. But our mine produces tin. Can't keep a good rhythm with tin. Once the chief is back on his feet, I'll be the new forge wife. Then we'll see who gives the orders. Not that you care. Go ahead, ask me anything. Right here, stoking the forge while my apprentice ran errands for Moramat. Think she can take her away, make my work shoddier? Ha. Besides, temperature changes can ruin the metal. I didn't have a choice.
The stronghold survived because of your help. We won't forget this. I wish we were back in the mines, even with all those spiders. At least Moramat is safe in the Longhouse. Getting battered by Sharnog. I always end up bruised, but I'm a better warrior for it. Sure half the village saw me getting knocked around. You can ask anyone.
Hello, Bloodkith. Heard you gutted some bandits in the attack. You mean the curse? Sure. I'll help any way I can. It's what I do. Most of our warriors are sick in their beds, or barely able to hold an axe. More bandits for me. Training with Nemorath near the front gate. He opens himself to counterattacks when he lunges. Knew it would hurt him eventually, but he survived the attack, so he'll remember next time. Or not, and he'll die. He should really try to remember.
Better not be bringing more trouble. The antidote will be ready soon. Then we can get everyone back on their feet. Wonderful. Good luck to you. Oh, you want to question me? A bit pedantic, but I appreciate a thorough approach. In the woods, collecting herbs for poultices. It's a good thing too, after the bandit attacks. I've used nearly all of them.
What have you learned? Whose tales are false? I remember that. They were sparring for hours. And the others? Yes, he complained for weeks about his herbs. I finally told him to stop whining and get what he needed. He returned later with an armload of plants. Who else? That's strange. I didn't see Rakaz, and I was here all that day. Shakul's apprentice is rarely away from her side. Curse that girl. I hope her feelings for Gargak didn't drive her to foolishness. My husband's brother, who challenged him for leadership. Rakaz was upset when Gargak lost, but that was nearly a year ago. You have my blessing to confront her. We must know if it was her, and if so, her reasons.
Well?
What is it now? Now that I think about it, I checked the weapons the day before. The day everyone got sick, I worked here, in the forge. Fine. I'm the one who poisoned the stronghold. But what I did was for the good of my people. None of my bloodkin died from the poison. It only made people sick, just as Gargak showed me. His brother isn't fit to rule a privy, let alone our tribe. I'm sure she does. Don't believe everything she's told you. Gargak is no monster, and Chief Dushkul would be nothing without his wives. I don't think so.
What is it?
Where is Rakaz? Was it her? What has the fool girl done? Never mind that. Shaman Bogum has almost finished his antidote. Once Reeman's Bluff recovers, our warriors will find these bandits and crack open their skulls. I must remain here and see my husband recovers. If you're willing, you should track down Gargak and put an end to his madness. Sharnak said most attacks come from the north. There are some caves, an old mine, and a ruined Imperial tower in that direction. If you find Gargak, do what you must to stop him. You do so with my husband's authority, with my authority.
To enchant something with that? Can I watch?
What do we have here? Do you know the Code of Moloch? It's a simple code, but it's the one I live by. Don't steal, so I aim to conquer. Don't kill your kin, and none have died in my attacks. Don't attack without cause. But I have more than enough cause. They sent an assassin. You only know what lies they've told you. I should be the one to lead, not my suckling brother. So be it.
You can do this. You need a second wind.
Well?
Is it done? Is Gargak dead? A true leader doesn't poison his own people. Oh, my husband still recovers from the poison, but he wants to thank you personally. You should speak with him before you leave.
Oramat has told me what you've already done for us, Outlander, but I have to ask, is it done? Is Gargak dead? I see. I take no pleasure in my brother's death. I know he blamed me for his loss, but to come after his bloodkin in this way, it was what must be done.
What is it?
observed your travels through Grahtwood and have need of your particular talent.
People in this town aren't very welcoming. My brother Roloda is ill. A healer told us the only way to cure his sickness was to consume a broth made from pulped insects. They say the broth is blessed by Ifri. I say it stinks. No, but thank you. I've been feeding broth to Roloda whenever he's awake. It seems like he's getting better. I hope he's getting better.
All these little papers the Dominion write up seem so interesting. I just want to know what's on them. It's driving me crazy.
I've learned more with you than I ever learned with Magister Eren.
A moment, please.
Good eye. I didn't even see that runestone at first. Are we going to race?
Jay, light my path through this madness.
Perhaps a direct approach would be the best.
Well, aren't you off in a hurry?
Rejoice! Alkosh has come to save us! Blessed are we! The first cat has returned to his people! We need not fear the divine.
Rigert knew he should have brought more mead.
The Rimmen Bank is an honor.
I come from...